Hello and welcome to Tea on Thursdays with your gay best friend. But welcome to my show. It's time for the tea with your gay best friend. It looks like it was a rough week for Facebook with the platform going down for more than 7 hours. Mr. Zuckerberg lost $7 billion in that small amount of time that Facebook was down. Were we gagging or not? I noticed that, Facebook is for the boomers. So a lot of elderly people were shaking. They had no idea what to do. I thought that would be the perfect time for them to pick up their Bibles and really get to know the word, if you know what I mean. Also in the news this week is none other than Miss Wendy Williams. So recently, the Daily Mail caught her in the car and she was vaping. This is right after she was diagnosed with COVID and she was taken away from the hospital in a wheelchair. And she was in the car vaping, and then she goes ahead and jumps back so quickly, okay? That doesn't look like somebody that's incapable of sitting in a purple chair and doing their show. However, there have been nothing but postponement after postponement after postponement. And at this point, it's not looking like Miss Wendy will be coming back. Turns out that they will be starting new shows on the 18th of October with a lineup of guest hosts. Drea Michelle seems to have shot her shot in terms of the guest hosting. Turns out Drea Michelle shot and scored according to her Instagram. So what do you guys think about that? Do you really think that Drea Michelle would do a really good job of hosting the Wendy Williams show? That's a really big chair. That's a really big platform. I do not believe that she has the guts, but we shall see. Nicki. Nicki Minaj was also in the news this week because she decided to go into a TikToker's comment section and berate him and say, "Oh, you're stuck in your bedroom making TikTok videos." Take a look.
Before I say anything, I want to preface by saying I am not in the business of blaming a black woman for the fuck ups of any man. What I will do though is hold people accountable for enabling behaviors that not only come at a detriment to everyone, but specifically black women at a disproportionate rate. I'm not even gonna address this whole Jessie situation because I know that's not why you're acting out. Setting aside the fact that your husband is a murderer and sexual abuser, there's no denying, Nicki, you have a history. The people you've chosen to align yourself with throughout your career are well-known predators and abusers. What message do you think you're communicating to your listeners, some of whom I know are sexual assault survivors? And now the way you're handling this whole blackfishing debacle, coming after other black women and black folk, are you crazy? What's been super annoying to watch is how y'all refuse to engage critically with these conversations. Anytime we try to have an honest conversation about accountability, somehow y'all find a way to spin it into this Nicki hate train. This ain't that. At this point, your character's coming into question, and appropriately so.
Now, the irony is, Miss Nicki Minaj, you're currently stuck in your mansion because you refuse to get vaccinated, only because you opened your mouth. Now, Beyonce would never. Beyonce would never. Have we heard Beyonce say anything about a vaccine? Maybe we should take some notes, Nicki Minaj, because instead of you trying to berate the accuser of your husband, into the courts, Nicki. What's going on? It seems like history is repeating itself. As we all know, Nicki Minaj had a brother, Jelani, who is currently incarcerated for the molestation of a young girl back in the day, all the way from back in the day. Now, let's fast forward to present day. Now, Nicki is married to Kenneth Petty. Last night, Nicki was on IG Live interviewing the fan pages. We're not sure what they were interviewing about, but clearly it was a horrible distraction from what's going on in the news with Miss Nicki Minaj. Let's all send Nicki a message. Be quiet. With Jezzy, they came out with a song called Boys. She also was part of Little Mix, which was a group which I know barely anything about. Do we know anything about them? I don't think so. But Jessie was accused of blackfishing in the video, and Nicki came out in her support. Take a look.
You might be black and white mixed, and now you're attempting to be, black this, black that. But you may not have been doing it 8, 7, 6, 5 years ago. But now it's convenient. Whatever your fucking boat. I know singers that tan a lot. You might not peep because you gotten used to it. It's their fucking business. It's their fucking right. It's different when someone comes out and pretends to be black. Says, "Oh yeah, I'm half black. My grandpa is black. What is that?" That's different from someone who goes on the beach or goes on vacation and tans or likes how they look tan. When someone has been fat, one of the things that people do is, I know a lot of women, I do it, and a lot of female singers that I know do it, put on darker makeup on their legs so that their legs look even more toned. Jessie is someone who has been being fat shamed from the beginning of her career, and she's had to go through that shit on TV without anyone sending her. So I'm sure that one of the things that she started doing was putting on more tan. I even started doing, if you look at my body super face, like I remember, shout out to the man who I used to go to and be butt ass naked, and he used to be saying that. It's this man that I used to go to in LA, and he would do my spray tans. I stopped doing the actual spray tans because I don't like the way it smells after a while. And so we just do the actual body spray, or if I go, I'm in the sun. But that's just one of the female celebrities do. Now, I'm not saying that someone should get more of a tan or not more of a tan. Here, unless a person to me is pretending that they are a race that they're not and lying, and I could name a couple people that done lied to y'all and told y'all that they was a certain race that they're not. If that's the case, tell all of these singers that y'all follow and all of these reality TV people that y'all follow, tell them to take off their spray tan and their tans and their lips and their everything they're doing. That means the black girls can't wear a long blonde wig down to our feet. We're gonna do whatever the fuck we want, when we want, how we want.
Yeah.
So please stop. It screams just insecurity. It screams that you're jealous. Only jealous people do things like this.
Thank you, babe. Honestly, like, that really means a lot. And I just, as well, I think while we're on this subject, I just personally want to say that, like, my intention is was never ever to offend people of color with this video and my song, because, like I said, growing up as a young girl, like, this is the music that I listened to. These are the videos that I watched and, like, thought were the best. Like, for me personally, like, 90s, 2000s hip hop, R&B music, I will stand to this day is the best era of music that was made, I personally think. And so, I just wanted to celebrate that. Like, I just wanted to celebrate that era of music because it's what I love. And yeah, like, my intentions are to never ever to offend anyone. And genuinely, like, it actually does really hurt me that I may have offended people and actually, like, hurt people's feelings just by genuinely celebrating something that I love.
And it's really unfortunate because Nicki is literally queen. I'm letting you all know right now, I will be separating the artist from the music, okay? Because Nicki clearly needs to get it together, and the music is everything. Let's get it there. Okay, get her off. I'm done with Nicki. We're done. So Robin Thicke is in the news this week. There was a woman named Emily Ratajkowski who was the infamous model in his Blurred Line videos. She's come out and let us know she was sexually assaulted on that video shoot. Her exact words: suddenly out of nowhere, I felt the coolness and the foreignness of a stranger's hand cupping my bare breast from behind. I instinctively moved away, looking back at Robin Thicke. He smiled a goofy grin, and stumbled backwards, his eyes concealed behind his sunglasses. My head turned into the darkness beyond the set. The director's voice cracked, and she yelled at me, "Are you okay?" Emily went on to say that Robin allegedly fondled her, pushed my chin forward, and shrugged, avoiding eye contact, feeling the heat of humiliation pump through my body. I did not react. Not really, not like I should have. She also added that the experience made her feel naked for the first time today. Now, I will say, gladly, during these Hollywood shoots, when they shoot movies, TV shows, as well as music videos, now they have coordinators on set to make sure that women are treated fairly, and I think that's very appropriate. We'll see what happens with that. Also, it's been reported that Porsha from The Real Housewives of Atlanta will not be returning, okay? She got with that man Simon, did all of that fuck shit on the last season, and now she doesn't want to come back. She's nowhere to be found. Let's hope it's not the same situation as Cordell. She tries to come back to the franchise begging, because that would not be a good look. I mean, it really was a come up. It was definitely ka-ching. It was definitely a come up. I hope that there's no prenups involved with her marriage to Simon, if she was smart. But what we all know of Porsha is that she's not very smart. It's the same woman that thought the Underground Railroad was actually a railroad. And I'm completely shocked because it was going through the grapevine that they were coming out with their own show, Porsha and Simon. Because, you know, for some reason, the rich and the wealthy, they can't just be rich and wealthy. They have to also be seen, which is a little weird. So even though they have all the riches in the world, they still want to be seen. They still want that validation. Just give me the money. Anyway, after this commercial break, I have my first guest. Her name is JARI Mejia. All right, y'all. Be right back. Please be sure to head to www.betterbodylux.com, where you will be able to find an array of soaps, lotion bars, shea butters, as well as shower steamers, bath salts, and all your spa necessities. Be sure to head over. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest name is JARI Mejia. She is an up-and-coming rising social media star. Please take a look.
Hey, ladies. So, I'm here to tell y'all, wear whatever the fuck y'all want. Fat, short, skinny, in between, thick set, whatever. Fatty, chubby, robust, chunky, whatever the fuck you identify with. Wear whatever the fuck you want. You want to know why? Do you fucking want to know why? Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are going to talk shit regardless. I promise you, boo-boo. I promise you they're going to talk shit regardless. So, put it the fuck on. Put it on. Just put it on. Put it on. Put it on. Wear what you want. Be happy. Wear what the fuck you want, ladies. Just wear whatever the fuck you want. Okay? Just don't be wearing club attire to go pick up your kids' report cards. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you JARI Mejia. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being one of the first guests on my show.
Thank you.
You're becoming one of the biggest social media stars of all time with over 30K followers on YouTube and TikTok alone. That's not even including other outlets. What inspires your content?
Big bitches. I love fat women. Like, I feel like we're underrated, and unless someone is using us for like self-gratification, don't nobody want us. And I like letting other big women know that like they pop, like they the shit too.
In this world of body shaming, BBL, and fat transfers, how do you remain confident online with all the negativity and unreachable beauty standards?
That's a really good question. And my honest answer is it don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you do. People are going to talk regardless. So I just figured if you're going to talk about me if I get my body done, if you're going to talk about me if I'm fat, if you're going to talk about me if I'm skinny, if you're just going to talk about me, I might as well just live my life happily.
What inspires your content?
Self-awareness. I just want people to like just love themselves unconditionally as is. Like
And that
for real, for real. Thank you so much. And I find it weird that there's even like a beauty standard because if beauty, right, is in the eye of the beholder, correct?
yeah.
Why is it that there's a beauty standard?
Do you have any upcoming projects or surprise content on the way? And also, please let us know where the subscribers can find you.
Well, October, it's so weird that you asked that. So October 24th, I've been invited as a guest speaker on Talkspire. And the topic is gonna be, what is it? I believe love. Is there a difference between being in love and loving someone? And they're amazing. I love them. This is gonna be my third time on their panel. It will be October 24th and there will be a live recording going on YouTube. And also, if I'm not mistaken, they have a YouTube page, an Instagram page, and a Facebook page. So it'll be live on their YouTube page on the 24th.
Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you being one of the first guests on my show. I wish you nothing but success.
And I wish you the same. Thank you.
Make sure you guys go ahead and check out JARI at _JARI168. She can be found on TikTok as well as Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel. You can find those links right in her IG and TikTok profiles. Coming up, we have an interview with a small business owner of Better Body Lux. Stay tuned. Our second guest today, and a dear friend of mine, owns a business called Better Body Lux. Please welcome my friend, Miss Kenya Buckley.
Hey, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm blessed.
Tell us about Better Body Lux and how it was born.
Better Body Lux was actually born during the pandemic. So I've always been into my self-care routines and going to the spa, and like that's really a part of my routine. So when the pandemic happened and I wasn't able to do that, and I wasn't able to get my body butters and my bath salts and all that, I just did research and figured out how to make those things myself. And so I developed a spa type system into my own home. So it was actually developed over the pandemic.
How important is skincare to you on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 20, because so when I was pregnant with my second baby, I had to take tons of hormones. So my skin was horrible. Like like the side effects to my skin, it really took it. My skin took a beating, and so like under my chin here was very, and I still suffer today. It was very, very broken out. And so I tried everything on the market, everything. Nothing worked. So I just started playing with my own like scrubs and coffee scrubs and different creams and butters for my skin. And it's not perfect, but it's getting 100 times better than it was when I was pregnant. Yes.
Where do you see your company going in 5 years?
I think about that often because I still work a full-time job, and I also am the executive director of a foundation for sickle cell, and I'm a mother and somebody's wife. So I would definitely love to expand and grow. However, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know if I have the capacity at this time because I have all the other things going on. But so in 5 years, so what I've done now is it took me a while to develop a website. And so I've gotten that up and going. And so I just want to just drive sales and traffic to the website, and then we will reevaluate and we will see, where the scope will be. But definitely just continuing to perfect my products. So I'm more about quality than quantity right now. Like, I just want the best product, because I know when you have quality products, then you'll get the customers in, and then it'll speak for itself.
Do you have any special upcoming releases or promotions? And where can the subscribers find you?
So actually, this is going to be the busiest time of the year during the holidays, so Thanksgiving and Christmas, and also the body butter. In the wintertime, our skin is getting dry and flaky because of the cold weather. So this is the time where people are moisturizing more, and so I'll definitely be having all of those fall and winter scents. And so you can buy anything is on www.betterbodylux.com. We're on Instagram and we're on Facebook.
Now, some of my friends may want to know, child, because we a hot mess over here. Are the products usable for lubrication purposes?
I don't know if I've ever gotten that question before. What I will say is everything is organic and natural, and everything comes from the earth. There's no chemicals or no any GMO products. So feel free to do as you please.
Kenya, thank you so, so much for being my guest here today on my show. I wish you nothing but success with Better Body Lux. Please, everyone, be sure to check out Better Body Lux at betterbodylux.com. They also are on Instagram, and you could also find Kenya on Instagram at MZ_BUXX.
Thank you for having me, and much success to you and your show and your brand, and I will be tuning in.
Again, thank you so very much, Kenya, and I wish you nothing but success. Thank you all so much for being here today. Next week, we have our special guest, owner of Beldine Leon Cosmetics, Sana. As well as musical guest, Jade. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. for Tea on Thursdays with your gay best friend. Until next time, bye.